blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Second and 11. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
That one goes for 30 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jackson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, Jackson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. Now the Ravens have taken the early lead. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
Deontay Johnson on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
On the pickup.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
A good carry and a 1st down by James Conner, and this Pittsburgh team is really hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback. James Conner only 715 combined yards, but in 2018, he was a Pro Bowl running back. Combined yardage that year, 1,470. They're hoping for 2018 James Conner in 2020.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just a 30-yard punt that time, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they got out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 6 on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the...
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with the score, Ravens 7, Steelers nothing.
Now Jackson on first down. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. Here's a give to Dobbins. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the Steelers' 42-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Jackson now off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
The tackle made by L.J. Ford. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Second and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald.
Roethlisberger's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
He'll try and run forward with Connor. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
And a Steeler first down.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
First down, Steelers.
So first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the catch made by Johnson. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Complete.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Game at 7. Tucker McCann set to kick.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
18-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Dobbins hit, and he fumbles. And I think the offense got it back. They did. Inside the 10-yard line, they avoid disaster. 2nd and short now following the fumble. Again, Jackson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Steelers 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Johnson now returning. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. It's 3rd down and 1 yard to go.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. Rings up.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Again, it's Connor, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Synyster. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and
fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
The Steeler first down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
To James Washington.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down, Steelers.
A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
A gain of 5.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger setting up the screen. This is Samuels. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Roethlisberger will hand the counter. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Vance McDonald. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied.
Set to kick off.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They'll go again with Dobbins. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
T.J. Watt there on.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Ravens' 39-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
3rd down and 11.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Ball carrier.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Steelers 17.
Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes Johnson on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And incomplete on the deep ball. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. It's a good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll look to run with Connor, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
4th down and goal.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Connor, and he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now Jackson back into his end zone. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's into the clear. The 30, 20.
One play at a time. Here we go.
Way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 98 yards as the Ravens push further out.